Regular Show is one of the most popular Cartoon Network shows of all time, and throughout its 8 seasons, it's built up quite a catalog of interesting facts and Easter eggs that, alongside the utterly insane stories, always kept fans on the edge of their feet. So today, we're looking at 123 of the coolest facts about Regular Show. Strap in, here we go. Out of all the characters, only one has a shadow, and it's High Five Ghost of all people. Isn't he a ghost? Despite having green skin, Muscle Man is a human, which makes him the only human employee that works at the park. The characters in this show tend to have 4 fingers. However, Skips actually has 5 fingers and is the only character to have so. In Season 3, Episode 18, Egg-cellent, we find out that Rigby is seriously allergic to eggs. However, in Season 4, Episode 10, One Pull-Up, during a montage scene, we can actually see Rigby drinking a cup of eggs. The person who voices the character Auntie Pops is Robert Englund, who also played Stagman in Season 3, Episode 6. More famously, Robert Englund also played Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street. Definitely a voice fit for a villain. Mordecai and Rigby are the only 2 characters that appear in every episode. Pops was the only character in the show not to have a love interest, unless we consider butterflies and butterscotch ripples, of course. In just about every scene that has a crowd, there is a character who resembles the creator of the show, J.G. Quintel. Benson's full name was Benson Dunwoody. It was only said once in this show in Season 7, Episode 17, Hello, China.
And then I'll be all like, get back to work!
The show is set in California, shown by Mordecai's license plate. The game console that Mordecai and Rigby play throughout the series closely resembled a Sega Master System. Gotta love going retro. Mordecai, Rigby, and Benson never wore clothes unless it was a special occasion. In Season 6, Episode 22, Men in Uniform, we see a scroll in the park that shows that Skips has been working at the park since the year 1800. In addition to Skips working at the park for so long, we also learn that he is immortal and is around 500 years old.
Will you become immortal and fight him when he returns? I'll do it.
Pops is the only character to not have been threatened with being fired. Speaking of firing, Benson almost fired Muscle Man, Mordecai, Rigby, High Five Ghost, and Skips for no reason in Season 4, Episode 14, Firework Run.
But if you guys aren't back before the show starts at sundown, you're fired!
Dude, you better be able to get those fireworks.
Sam Marin, who worked as an animator on Regular Show, also voiced Benson, Pops, and Muscle Man. When the 15th episode of Season 3, Power Tower, aired, it was incomplete. It had not been color graded yet, and was full of animation issues. It was re-aired the same week as the completed version. In the Season 4 premiere, we were introduced to Thomas. Thomas's shoes were very similar to those that were worn by Sonic the Hedgehog. Not so coincidentally, Thomas was voiced by Roger Craig Smith, who also voiced Sonic the Hedgehog. In the aforementioned episode Egg-cellent, Rigby attempts a food challenge that is to eat a 12-egg omelet to win a hat that says, I'm Egg-cellent. This challenge is based on a real challenge at a restaurant called Broken Yolk in San Diego, California. In the 3-part finale of Regular Show, we meet residents of Lollyland, Frivola Cranus, Quandrabi Cranus, and Weird Mushroom Guy. These 3 characters are all earlier drawings of Pops from the development of the show, which is why there is a lot of resemblance between them. Originally, Mordecai and Rigby were going to be zookeepers at a human zoo instead of groundskeepers at a park. Creator J.G. Quintel said it was an executive for the show that didn't like the idea. He has since thanked him for changing the idea. Yeah, that sounds even weirder than the show as is. In Season 3, Episode 6, Slam Dunk, a new character, the God of Basketball, debuted. This character was voiced by Rocky actor Carl Weathers. In the 3-part finale, it is revealed that Pops and Auntie Pops' real names are Mega Cranus and Malum Cranus. During the finale, we learn that the first 7 seasons took place over 6 years. The series finale of Regular Show was only aired once on Cartoon Network. In Season 1, Episode 10, Dawn, there is a flashback to Rigby's 6th birthday party. At the party, Rigby, Dawn, and Mordecai still sound like their adult selves.
I told you to stay in the basement? I just wanted to give you some birthday sugar.
I'm just getting some sugar, dude.
On a Reddit AMA, the creator J.G. Quintal revealed that Rigby's name was originally going to be Ricky, but after hearing his wife say Rigby instead of Ricky, he liked that more. J.G. Quintal has said that Mordecai is just himself as a bird, which is why he plays the character with his normal speaking voice. It's also why Mordecai never acts like a bird. Rigby was originally meant to have a tie, but it was too much work to animate, so it was removed. The character Skips is voiced by actor Mark Hamill, who you probably know better as Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. Or maybe you know him as the Joker from a bunch of Batman shows. Eileen's last name is revealed to be Roberts at the beginning of episode 25 in season 5, as her name is written on a test. The episode Eggcellent won an Emmy for short format animated program, beating episodes of Adventure Time, Mad, Robot Chicken, and Phineas and Ferb. Regular Show was the first Cartoon Network original series to begin airing a 7th season. In the first episode of season 1, it is revealed that both Rigby and Mordecai are both 23.
Dude, we're 23 years old. We shouldn't be busting holes in walls. We're gonna get fired for this.
Despite Skips and Pops often looking taller than Mordecai, Mordecai is taller at 6'3", 5'10" without the crest. He is also the tallest character in the show. In episode 6 of season 1, Meet Your Maker, it is revealed that Mordecai can't stay in places that are below 10 degrees or he will lose consciousness. Rigby is the only main character to die more than once in the series. In season 2, episode 21, Over the Top, Skips accidentally killed Rigby by slamming him through a table. In season 2, episode 2, It's Time, Mordecai accidentally killed Rigby after shoving him off a microwave and into a portal. In season 4, episode 3, Terror Tales of the Park 2, Rigby was killed after a tow truck crash. In season 3, episode 4, Terror Tales of the Park in the House, Rigby was drowned by a giant egg. However, this was just a story told by Rigby. Rigby was an original character created entirely for Regular Show, whereas Mordecai was seen in 2, in that AM/PM, a student short film done by Regular Show creator J.G. Quintal. J.G. Quintal went to college with Pendleton Ward, who created Adventure Time. That one's crazy. Quintal would also voice the character Blue Jay on Adventure Time.
A big blue jay was making noise nearby.
Whoa!
The first drawing of Rigby was a doodle of a raccoon hula hooping, created by Quintal when he was working on The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Quintal and Sam Marin, who voiced Benson, Pops, and Muscle Man, were friends who met at college. Marin graduated and was working as an animator at Walt Disney Animation Studios. He left once he found out Regular Show had been greenlit. Regular Show was the first show on Cartoon Network to hit 200 episodes. Adventure Time was second a month and a half later. Each episode of Regular Show takes around 9 months to complete. Regular Show has its own composer, but also uses licensed music from the 80s. When making the show, the creative team used music they liked to see how it flowed. Cartoon Network executives saw this and liked it, so they tried their best to license the music used for each episode. Regular Show was originally going to be called Normal Show. Regular Show had a comic release under Boom Studios, but was canceled after only 8 issues. The Regular Show movie was released in 2015 and was the first Cartoon Network movie to be released since 2009's Ed, Edd and Eddy's Big Picture Show. Pops was deliberately drawn to look like a lollipop. Benson is designed to be a gumball machine, and he actually works. Shown in Season 1, Episode 8, The Unicorns Have Got to Go, where he is seen dispensing gumballs. Sam Marin originally auditioned for Skips, and Mark Hamill originally auditioned for Pops. Marin and Hamill switched roles after their voices didn't sound right for the characters for which they auditioned. Prototypes of the main characters debuted in J.G. Quintal's animated shorts, The Naive Man from Lollyland in 2005, and 2 in the AM/PM 2006. The show started off as a short for the canceled Cartoon Network show, The Cartoonstitute. In Season 1, Episode 1, The Power, Mordecai and Rigby smash a hole in the wall to which Rigby says,
How in the H are we gonna fix this, S?
However, the official broadcast version has him saying,
How in the heck are we gonna fix this stuff?
no doubt a censorship change sent straight from the studio heads. In Episode 6 of Season 1, Meet Your Maker, also required censorship. In the normal version, Mordecai says,
You pissed me off.
but in the broadcast version he says,
You ticked me off.
William Slayers beat Billy West, Jeff Bennett, and Danny Cooksey for the role of Rigby. Whole lot of talent there. There have been many scenes that resemble scenes from the Star Wars film franchise. In Season 7, Episode 28, The Button, Benson hallucinates himself stuck on the railings underneath Cloud City, like Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back from 1980. In Season 7, Episode 34, VIP Members Only, Mordecai, Rigby, Mitch, and Fives fall into a pit with skeletons and fight a monster a lot like the Rancor pit in Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi from 1983. Oh, by the way, Muscle Man's real name was Mitch Sorenstein. The Warlock seen in Season 3, Episode 13, Fortune Cookie, resembled the Warlock from Big Trouble in Little China from 1986. James Hong played both characters. Rigby sometimes runs on all fours like a raccoon. Muscle Man, Pops, and Thomas were the only characters in the park to wear shoes. In Season 1, Episode 5, Free Cake, Mordecai tells Rigby to stop digging through the trash.
Dude, you gotta stop pulling stuff out of the trash.
Raccoons are animals known to dig through the trash. The character Party Pete from Season 2, Episode 9, Rage Against the TV, was similar to an Adventure Time character named Party Pat. Creators have said that there are no connections between the two characters. In the regular show pilot, Pops reveals that rock, paper, scissors is called quartz parchment shears, according to where he comes from.
Where I come from, we call it quartz parchment shears.
Lollyland is a strange place. Pops owns 3 cars. His checker taxi cab from Season 2, Episode 1, Hello Guvna, his flying Mini Cooper from Season 2, Episode 20, Really Real Wrestling, and Carmenita. Out of all of them, only the latter appeared after its debut. Pops is the only main character who has not been an antagonist to Mordecai and Rigby before. Due to his massive power, Anti-Pops is the largest threat to Mordecai and Rigby, as well as the rest of the characters have ever faced in the series. In Season 4, Episode 1, Exit 9B, High Five Ghost was shown as a baby ghost in the past, with what appears to be a human mother holding him. High Five Ghost is a great bowler, as proven in Season 2, Episode 6, My Mom. In Season 7, Episode 13, Benson's Pig, it is revealed that High Five Ghost's favorite food is applesauce. Skips got his immortality because he was the only one who could defeat Clorgbane the Destroyer. The character Death states that he wants to take Skip's immortal soul.
Skips, mark my words, I will have your immortal soul.
Death is based on the appearance of Motorhead vocalist and bassist Lemmy Kilmister. In Season 4, Episode 1, Exit 9B, it is shown that Muscle Man is 5'8". Throughout the show, it is shown that Muscle Man is Jewish. In Season 4, Episode 9, the Christmas special, he is seen wearing a blue sweater with a dreidel on it, and he steps on glass on his wedding in Season 6, Episode 28, Dumped at the Altar. Sam Marin uses his own voice for Benson, unlike his other 2 characters, Pops and Muscle Man. In a deleted scene from Season 1, Episode 12, Mordecai and the Rigbys, it was revealed that Benson once had a girlfriend named Veronica, but she left him for a businessman due to him being a hippie. Benson has fired employees 10, technically 9 times. It didn't count in Season 4, Episode 3, Terror Tales of the Park 2, because everyone was dead before it could be official. Benson has had 3 jobs so far: a champion stick hockey player, a very skilled pro drummer for Hair to the Throne, and a park manager. The gumballs inside Benson do not move when they are inside. In Season 4, Episode 4, Pie Contest, Benson is thrown by Promise Pie and his gumballs do not move at all. Benson, Muscle Man, Starla, and Reginald are the only characters who seem to have anger problems. Benson has the most X's, the second being Mordecai and Margaret. Mordecai is 6'3", which is almost 2 times bigger than Rigby, who is 3'2". In Season 6, Episode 24, Brilliant Century Duck Crisis Special, when the owner of Playco offers Mordecai and Rigby $100 for signing over their likeness to be used as action figures, Mordecai refers to it as a month's pay. That means that Mordecai and Rigby earn just $12,000 a year at an hourly rate of about 63 cents. That's awful.
Lady with the baby, put some money in the hat.
The highest rated episode on IMDb is Season 8, Episode 27, a regular epic final battle. It scored a 9.8 out of 10. Season 1, Episode 8, The Unicorns Have Got to Go, is banned in Poland, Romania, and Hungary. Reruns have also been banned in Turkey. Mordecai has referred to Rigby as Dude in every episode.
Dude.
Mordecai has the most nicknames of any character in the show. He has been nicknamed Mordo, Mordecai, Wrongacai, Brodecai, Blondecai, Motorcai, and Morty. Despite both of them being birds, Mordecai and Margaret sport a full set of teeth on their beaks and have 2 toes instead of the standard 4. J.G. Quintel said that despite Mordecai and Rigby being drawn as animals, they are both people. High Five Ghost is originally from Wichita, Kansas. High Five Ghost has a brother called Low Five Ghost. Skips' full name is Skips Quippinger. Skips' original name was Walks, despite him skipping everywhere. Regular show writer and storyboard artist Calvin Wong owns a replica power keyboard that was seen in the pilot episode. Regular show would have up to 20 episodes in production at one time. In Season 3, Episode 9, Wrap It Up, there are cameos from rappers Tyler, the Creator, Donald Glover, and MC Light as part of the Crew. J.G. Quintel was a massive Sega fan and would try to recommend Sega to be used whenever possible, even over Nintendo. In Season 2, Episode 15, Temp Check, Rigby is shown to have masklophobia, the fear of mascots and costumed characters.
Rigby's greatest fear.
Amusement park mascots!
Yep, you're Rigby.
Mordecai and Rigby are in a band called Mordecai and the Rigbys. In Season 5, Episode 23, Return of Mordecai and the Rigbys, they compete in a battle of the bands to win an air conditioner. Mordecai and Rigby would have staring competitions to try and avoid doing work. Creator J.G. Quintel was rejected from his college Cal Arts twice before he got accepted. Every episode's storyboard started on a post-it note. It could lead up to one storyboard being 400 to 500 post-it notes long. In the early stages of regular show, J.G. Quintel was told there was worries the show design might be too simple compared to other shows at the time. He said that it was called regular show for a reason. In the pilot episode, Pops and Benson are trying to throw away a chair. That chair was actually owned by J.G. Quintel in real life. In Season 3, Episode 5, Camping Can Be Cool, it is revealed that Eileen developed good camping skills because she got lost in the woods a lot a year previous to the episode. Regular show doesn't have a theme song. Instead, at the start of every episode, one note is played on a synthesizer. Despite being set somewhere in the 80s and 90s, the show has a lot of modern technology such as flat screens and internet video. Starla was only meant to be a character for one episode. However, the writers loved her and what she added to Muscle Man as a character, so they kept her for the rest of the series. In Season 2, Episode 8, Rage Against the TV, Mordecai and Rigby are seen playing a game that pays homage to the game Double Dragon. In Season 3, Episode 19, Video Game Wizards, Mordecai and Skips enter a competition to try and win the Maximum Glove, which is a reference to Nintendo's unsuccessful Power Glove. In Season 2, Episode 12, But I Have a Receipt, Mordecai and Rigby buy a new game called The Realm of Darthon, which is extremely similar to the role-playing board game Dungeons & Dragons. In Season 1, Episode 8, The Unicorns Have Got to Go, one of the unicorns can be seen wearing clothes similar to Alex's Droog clothes from the 1971 film A Clockwork Orange. In Season 6, Episode 28, Lunch Break, Mordecai and Rigby end up going through a series of portals that lead them to a room with red curtains and a zigzag pattern on the floor. This is a reference to the 1990 mystery show Twin Peaks. In Season 7, Episode 15, Hello China, Rigby meets a character in class called Apple. Apple is played by actress and rapper Aquafina. Back to the episode, Excellent. The second part of the challenge is based on the Holy Grail scene from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. We find out in Season 3, Episode 23, Dairy, that the reason Skip skips is because he and his old lover used to skip everywhere together, and after she passed away, he vowed to skip for the rest of time, so he never forgot their time together.
And we used to skip together all the time. On the day I lost her, I vowed to skip every day for the rest of my life.
Throughout the show, there are 9 main characters: Mordecai, Rigby, Benson, Skips, Pops, Muscle Man, High Five Ghost, Thomas, and Eileen. Thomas was revealed to be a Russian spy. However, in Season 6, Episode 8, The Real Thomas, he was actually born in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. In Episode 22, Season 5, Skip's story, Skips, who, like we mentioned, is played by Mark Hamill, tells his story and starts it with, a long time ago, in a high school far, far away, which is a reference to Star Wars.
A long time ago, in a high school far, far away.
In Season 2, Episode 15, Temp Check, Mordecai and Rigby state that they would never